Alright, so today I think we're gonna go ahead and do a draft. I got a season pass, which means I now have a token entry available, on top of the fact that I could do this like 2 other times from the gold alone, although I'm not entirely sure that's not where I'm gonna drop my money. But I want to see if we can't do better than the last time we did a 2021 draft. I'm usually not this into draft, but I don't know, I've just been kind of enjoying it, you know? So let's go ahead and see if we can't get lucky. And we're first going to start by waiting to fill seats. Oh, and then pressing the ready button. Also, check it out, I got an Ugin avatar. I don't know if you noticed that in the last couple videos. Alright, let's do this, shall we? So, in the first pack, we have Spark Hunter Manticore. Masticore is a rare. It's a weird name. So, as additional cost, you pitch a card, and you can either pay 1 to do 1 damage to a Planeswalker, or it gains indestructible. It's 3 mana for a 3/4, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's probably, decent. But the thing is in limited, Planeswalkers aren't always that relevant. So I am thinking maybe we go the direction of like a Tide Skimmer, maybe a Library Larcenist. We could do a Witch's Cauldron. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with that. Shacklegeist can only be blocked by creatures. Can block only creatures with flying. That's a possibility. I think Falconer Adept is going to be my pick here, just because this is repeatedly proven to be a real pain. In limited. What do we got here? When it enters the battlefield, return a target creature you control to its owner's hand. Gain life equal to the converted mana cost. You can discard a legendary and draw 2 cards. That's a lot of words for something that's not super helpful. Let's see. This just makes birds. That's all it really does. Well, right now we're sitting on white-black, so I could either go Defiant Strike or Infernal Scarring. And I think in this situation, I'm going to go with the Scarring. I want to get that... maybe I should get the Spine Megalodon, because that's been successful in the past. And I mean, we're not committed to a 1-color combination yet, so... Or we could get the Colossal Dreadnought. I think we gotta go with the Colossal Dreadnought. That card is just way too good and limited. I know there's a ton of memes about it, but it really is a good card. Let's see, this gives us 5 power across 2 bodies, plus it has Vigilance. This is another Colossal Dreadnought. Oh, that's hilarious. Daybreak Charger. When it UBFs, something gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Plus, on top of that, it's a 3/1 for 2. I think that's actually a good pick. Feeder Resistance. No contest. Really, there is not. Well, let's see. Track down. That's possible, but I'm going to go with the Feeder Resistance just because I can already tell some of what we're going to be doing is pumping creatures. Especially if we do go hard green-white. And also, I'm not sure if we're going to be doing that because I haven't gotten any lands to help buy into that. Excuse me there. Staunch Shieldmate. This actually isn't a bad option. This is removal. Removal is important. You know what? We're going to specifically get this removal. I've had a bad habit in some of my more recent drafts where I'm not getting an applicable amount of removal, so... Ooh, that's a possibility. I might just get myself a second Legion's Judgment just because big stuff is a thing. Or we could finally dedicate to green and get this track down. I think that's the direction we're going to go. Yeah, we'll get the track down. Chrome Replicator. One of EBFs. If you control two or more non-land, non-token permanents with the same name as one another, you create a 4/4 construct. Otherwise, it's just a 4-mana 5/5. Or, sorry, a 5-mana 4/4. I cannot speak right. I'm gonna pass on this just because I don't know if we can do that. And I'd have to dedicate myself into figuring that out. I mean, consistency in limited is a good idea, it's just it's not something you can rely on. I think in this situation we're gonna go with Warden Battlements. We were gonna go kind of defensive here. I've not completely ruled out using blue yet. So, I think we're going to take, well, let's see. We could do Defiant Strike, which isn't a bad idea. We could do another track down. Card draw with Scry on top of that. I think we're going to go with the Tranquil Cove. That's not helpful. This will have an Infernal Scarring as backup. Alright, I guess with this, we're just going to go with whatever's not going to help our opponent. We'll take that. We're going Meteorite. Windscarred Craig, because hey, you never know, we could go red. And then a Swamp. Cool. Alright, hey, check it out, Pack Leader. Maybe we can get some dogs going in here. Barcy's Acolyte. Comes in, you put +1/+1 counters and other stuff. I mean, you can mess around with the Sabertooth. I think maybe it would be a good idea to start going for our counters theme, because we might run into that cat. Do we have any dogs yet? We don't. I think we actually have to pass that. So yeah, we'll take the Barcy's Acolyte. And there's a Blossoming Sands, so we can do that. Just make sure there's nothing else of significant value here. This seems like bad removal. Like, give your opponent something really powerful. You'd have to remove something really good to deal with that. I'm thinking Blossoming Sands might be the best option. Warden Battlements isn't a bad pick, it's just not what I'm going for right now. Feline Sovereign. We do have cats. Have protection from dogs. I don't think that's gonna help us enough to actually, you know, justify taking it. I might go with another Warden Battlements, to be honest. Or I could get a Thornwood Falls and complete my Bant Circle. I think we're going to go with the Warden Battlements. Just because I'm not sure if we're going Bant. I mean, I think we are. So this has Double Striking as a 1/1. And this could go with our pseudo strategy of counters, or what could potentially be a pseudo strategy of counters. But then, of course, we have All Reliable Truffle Snout. I think we're going to take the Siege Striker. Let's see, Hunter's Edge. This is kind of one-sided. This works both as removal and works with the +1/+1 counter thing, so that's probably a good option. This gives Trample as well as card draw, so that seems like a good choice. Removal, card draw. Removal, card draw. I think because we're sticking with the +1/+1 counter theme, we're gonna go that direction. Sky Scanner may not be a bad option. Yeah, well, let's take a look at what this does. Oh, this was really annoying last time I tried playing against it. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Sky Scanner. Jeskai Elder. And this is where we decide whether or not we actually want to mess with blue. So far, I'm not super inclined. Legion's Judgment, we can get a third one. Oh, we only got one at the moment. We didn't take the second one. We'll take it. Alright. I'm not seeing anything amazing here. I think we might take the Snare Spinner, just because it shuts down to a certain degree flyers. Well, I guess a Chrome Replicator. I mean, I do want to build like a dog tribal thing for standard, but I don't want to be stupid about it. We already have 2 of those. I don't see me actually using more than 2. That might be a decent option for like late game. Like early drop, late game play. I think we might actually end up picking up some blue as just a splash. So we'll throw that in there. Alright, fine. We'll take another Legion's Judgment. Wonton Crab. I know that's not what it's called, but it's kind of funny to call it a Wonton Crab. And a Plains. And finally, we have Temple of Silence. I might value draft that, honestly. Let's take a look. This can discard a card and become indestructible, otherwise it's just a 3/1. That's for shrines. Let's see here. Oh, no. I mean, that's card draw. That's a really expensive onboard removal. What about this guy? I want to take the Temple of Silence. I'm value drafting it. It probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to take that other card, but I don't see this being used enough. Rousing Reed would probably be a good option here. It draws cards, and it gives something +1/+1 and flying. Opt. Opt seems like a good choice. Alderada. It's kind of a cool card. Or we could get... it's just not reliable enough. I mean, ultimately, it's just going to be a 4-drop. This draws a card and gives something trample, so we're going to take that over the opt. See, I want to do blue, but I mean, I just don't see it being good enough. Oh, actually, this would be a better option than Ranger's Guile, because I want to do +1/+1 counters. I'm not finding anything that does like +1/+1 counter matters though, and that's what really sucks. I think now we'll take the Guile. Maybe a Hunter's Edge this time. Probably a Blossoming Sands, actually. Just because... Nah, this is probably going to end up being just green-white. Gnarled Sage doesn't seem like a bad option. Dub doesn't seem like a bad option. +2/+2 and first strike, yeah. I think we're gonna go with that. Let's see. Track down, Canopy Stalker. I don't know about that. Maybe another track down. Needs draw, so. Skyscanner or Stupid Dinosaur? My options are not great. I think we're gonna go with Stupid Dinosaur. I guess Radiant Fountain. I don't like any of this. I guess we'll take the Mind Rot to keep someone else from picking it. Oh, hey, look. Finally, I'm not the person who's completely behind. I think this will probably turn out a lot better than a lot of our previous stuff has. Or at least some of the previous stuff that I've done has. But we'll see. Protege in case you want to splash blue. Yeah, we'll do that one. Wait, if it went to auto, how am I waiting to draft something? Alright, Truffle Snout. Mushroom Piggy. I think we'll take this just because this seems like the biggest value. And then finally we can just get stuck with whatever. So we didn't get a whole lot of synergy with +1/+1 counters, but we have enough stuff in the +1/+1 counter category, as well as different ways to boost and enhance our creatures, that we might be able to kind of more or less go a build a creature route, and it'll pay off overall. Alright, so once again, we have 53 cards, and we need to drop that down to 40. We're going to go and start by taking out every single thing that is not white or green, which will narrow it down quite a bit. I guess colorless counts as well. Alright, so we're down to 44 already, so that means that our deck is actually like pretty well there. We're going to remove the Temple of Silence, and the Windscar Crag, and the Thornwood Falls, and the Tranquil Cove, because we need 0 of those. I'm going to keep the Radiant Fountain in just because, I mean, you never know when you need to gain life, I guess. But let's take a look and see what our weakest options are. If I'm being entirely honest, this isn't that great of a creature. Its only appeal is that it's a 1-drop with lifelink. That still might be enough to keep it there. Daybreak Charger, that could be a good card to keep. Vita Resistance is great. Look at the art on this, though. This is actually hilarious. Just look at their face. Just like, Arr! I'm gonna stop your stabby weapon and make this fierce face. It's hilarious. Alright, Citizen Training, we'll keep that. Snare Spinner. This, I'm not really excited about Snare Spinner, whatever it is. Track Down seems good. Legion Judgment seems good. Warden Battlements. I like attacking, so I don't want to have too many of them, but I don't have a problem with keeping 2 of them in the deck. I think the Replicator isn't going to actually end up being relevant at all, so we'll pull that. And the Meteorites, I mean, it's late game ramp, but it's ramp. I think we're going to just take out Stupid Dino. And as far as I can tell, that should work. Alright. So with that said, let's do this, shall we? It should be a fairly interesting turnout, I think. I don't typically like playing just two-color decks. I mean, I have them, but if I can avoid it, I will. Or I have done it, but if I can avoid it, I will choose not to. Alright, so this is very keepable. We have removal, we have our... I mean, it's going to be a turn too, but... we have a flyer, we have the ability to draw, we have Falconer Adept, so yeah, I'll keep this. Alright, cool. Our opponent goes first, and we're just gonna play a Blossoming Sands. Keep it nice and simple. Swamp into Fetid Imp. Cool for you, bro. We are going to play an Anointed Chorister. Oh, Choirster. What? I don't actually know. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put down another Forest, and we'll put down a Warden Battlements. This doesn't really help us a lot, outside of the fact that it's gonna get us a little more beef off of our 1-drop. I almost put the training on the 1-drop, but I'm still not sure that that's a good idea, just because I kind of want to rely on the trample. Or at least make use of it. I think make use is a better word than rely on. Okay, they didn't do anything. That could potentially be good news for us. Now, they might give this Fetid Imp Death Touch, so we're going to go ahead and actually play Dub on the Anointed dude, because it gives it first strike, on top of giving it +2/+2. And on top of that, it's a lifelinker. And it's dead. That didn't last. Alright, so I'm guessing our follow-up play is most likely going to be Skyscanner. Yeah, I think it's going to be Skyscanner. So, Skyscanner it is. Let's draw a card. It's a land, which is exactly what I was hoping for, so we'll put that down and see what happens. Really sucks that we lost our Dub, though, because that would actually have been pretty cool on Skyscanner. Could you imagine a robotic flying knight? Just conceptually, it's ridiculous and awesome. I'll take another point of damage. The caged zombie has come out. Alright, cool. We're going to go ahead and play that. And we're going to play a Meteorite. And we're killing the Fetid Imp. And I will attack with Skyscanner. Boost it up to 2 damage because of the battlements. And yeah. I think we're on a good path for possible victory. We have something to get rid of anything that is big if they drop anything big. Unless, of course, that's hexproof. We're looking at 6 mana right now. 3 cards. Possibly a card you could use. Nah, I still think the other card that I have in that deck, the 4-color draw deck, is better than that. And for a multitude of different reasons. Let's see. Looks like they're struggling to discard a card. Well, that was their turn, and what a turn it was. I'm feeling Falconer Adept right now. I really kinda am, yep. And then I'm also feeling Trackdown, because I think we might be able to hit something off of it. We do. We're gonna go ahead and get Blossoming Sands to the top. We'll put the plains below. And I'm only getting the Blossoming Sands just because I want a land drop. And then we will attack with the Skyscanner. Alright. So, my current plan is I'm going to do citizen training and the hunter's edge. We're not gonna block that. We'll take it. It's no big deal. So yeah, as I was saying, citizen training and hunter's edge, since I'm about to draw it. And we will remove some. We're gonna put him on the Falconer Adept, and then we're gonna remove something. I'm not that concerned about the cage zombie, if I'm being entirely honest. Let's see. Put the training down. Cool. Got a card. And then we'll play the Hunter's Edge. On the Falconer Adept. Go to Crypt Lurker. And then next, we are going to attack the foe. Which ultimately means we also get a bird. Do even more damage. And yeah, we even have a feat of resistance in case they try hitting the Falconer Adept with a removal. Let's see what our opponent decides to do. I'm pretty sure we've got this in the bag. Like, I'm pretty sure we've won here already. But blue-black is really good for stalling and removal, so we'll see what happens. But I think I picked out a good team this time around. That's what I thought he was going to do. And we're going to go pro-black. And he quit. I knew we had this tied up. Alright, dope. So yeah, it was a pretty good start. Let's go ahead and do one more, at the risk, of course, of, making this a much longer than normal video, but we'll do one more. Maya Vess. Must be like an OC, one of those ones that's like probably related to the character. There's a lot of reasons why normally I wouldn't keep this, but I'm going to keep it. Alright, so we have our 1-drop Anointed Chorister, and they have a better 1-drop than that. Whatever. It's not a 1-drop competition. But if it was, then you'd be winning. Okay, cool. So I don't have to worry about not getting a land drop / not getting green. So we'll go ahead and put that down and just end our turn. Well, yeah, we need to be able to counter removal, so we're not going to waste our feet. Indulging Politician. So they're going Abzan, which I gotta say is actually probably a good idea. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and play Skyscanner. And draw a card, but we're not gonna attack. Next turn, I'm thinking Barcy's Acolyte, because I will be able to pump the Chorister and the Skyscanner. Never mind, that thing can kill flyers that are weak. Let's do the Falconer Adept. It itself does not have flying, and I really don't care about him sniping it all the time. But we'll see what happens. Hey! Something for me to kill with Legion's Judgment. Do I want to do that now, though? That's the question. I think that might be in my best interest, actually. So, what I'm going to do is I will cast this at Sorcery Speed, which auto-targets the only thing it can hit. This is also at Sorcery Speed, and I'm going to see if I can at the very least... Yeah, we're going to Blossoming Sands, and then we'll put... We actually have to put both of those at the bottom. And then we will attack with the Falconer Adept. Yep. Makes sense. That sniper is actually a tad bit more annoying than I really want to admit to. And see, you're also doing the Warden Battlements. Oh, we got another Legion's Judgment in case that becomes relevant. We're gonna go ahead and put down the Blossoming Sands. And then Barcy's Acolyte. We're gonna attack this and this. Boom, and boom. Yep. I'm still gaining life, I'm still doing damage. It's progress. It may not be, you know, the amounts of progress that I want, but it's something. So taking another 2 damage, they're still gaining life. This would be something to have. I could see different ways for that to benefit us. So we'll put the Siege Striker down. We're gonna go ahead and play Track Down. I think we have a plan here. I'm obviously not getting the draw off of it, which sucks, but the fact that I can surge next turn and I have the ability to use Feat of Resistance to prevent Siege Striker from dying if they do end up finding removal means... Oh, but I can't cast it now. Gotta pay closer attention to that. But overall, it looks like I'm in the process of netting life. Okay, cool. They're getting their own short alert, I guess you can call it. Let's go with a funny name for it. Alright, so... where do I want to put this? Actually, it might not be a bad idea to put this in the lifelinker. No, I think the Siege Striker is going to be the best option. I should have put the Hunter's Edge first, because then I could have used it to take out the Skywise Sniper. I think if we're gonna go for like pure value, we're gonna put it on the Courser. You could have put it on the Falconer Adept, but yeah. So next, attack with the team, including the bird. If nothing else, I think we're going to remove some creatures from our opponent's board. Yep, well, no, looks like not many. We're just putting our opponent back to where they were. Uh-huh. Well, I didn't really want to do this, but it is an option. Alright, so I get 1 mana. Looks like they're going for 1 black mana. Oh, goodness.
Every death is an opportunity to increase my influence.
On the plus side, I don't really care about losing the Legion's Judgment.
Fair.
So, what is this minus ability? They only have 2 cards in the graveyard, so I'm actually not that concerned about that. So what I can do is I can play Hunter's Edge, put on the Siege Striker, and get rid of the Skywise Sniper, which I'm actually perfectly fine with. Because that is currently something that is keeping me from advancing my board. Um, Liliana seems like she's gonna be a pain, so let's just take her out real quick. And then we'll just send the bird over towards the face. Probably wasn't the smartest thing to do that. That was actually kind of lazy, but I mean, I don't like having to deal with the uncertainty that is Planeswalkers. But I do like dealing with the certainty that is winning the game. Alright, well, that's all we're doing for now. I will have another game or so. Hopefully continuing a win streak here. Maybe we'll finally get up to that 7 wins. I would really like that. I would really, really, really like that. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day.